That's a lot of boxes, crates, miscellaneous containers, etc. Pretty mundane stuff, in your honest opinion. Not your first box stack radio. That's cute. Oh, oh, oh. You don't really know what any of this stuff is, but it all makes you extremely uncomfortable. Like the tablet, you seem to be able to read the text, but you'd rather kind of not. Did you find him? No! Oh no. I don't know what to do. What should I do? Oh my god, why on earth are you asking me? What's Earth? What? Oh my god. Jude, is that you? This is another one of your stupid practical jokes? This isn't funny. No, I'm Zephyros. Okay, Zephyros, tell me what's going on. I don't really know. Actually, I'm kind of upset for you yelling and that makes it hard to think. I'm not very smart or good or anything, but I really am trying my best. I'm sorry. Oh, poor Zephyros. I can't believe this. I'm the one who just got shot through space into an alien nightmare horror house, and you expect me to make you feel better? Look, we all have self-esteem issues, but there's a time and place for pathetic groveling. It is not while I'm trying not to be devoured by alien monsters. Interesting thing, that part of the music really very much sounded like the Alternia soundtrack, which is a good callback, in my honest opinion. I'm gonna drink some more water because the back of my throat is pained. Wait, you're an alien? I'm 2 seconds away from throwing this disgusting joke machine to any one of several of the massive piles of armed and dangerous garbage around me. Wait, no don't. This is so exciting. I've never met an alien before. I'm like seriously losing it. Most trolls never meet aliens until they go off planet to conquer them. What? Oh, okay, but like you could be messing with me. Are you messing with me? The Tetrox says I have to stop being so trusting. Oh, I know. Say something only an alien would say. I'm a nightmare squid god. I don't... You are? Yeah, with 2 mouths and a jillion eyes. Oh, sorry. This is a little nuts and the deer cat maybe got me a little rattled. So you're not an alien. No, I am. I mean, if this seriously isn't Earth, which between the snake machines and the deer cat and the sci-fi technology, I'm willing to believe. Which reference? Can I scroll back up? Oh, I can. Yes. History. Unless you mean the reference to, like, Alternia. Yeah. Actually, I just realized what this soundtrack's making me think of, and it's making me think of Psychonauts. A little bit. Okay. Plus there were some other monsters earlier, so I'm having that kind of day. Monsters? Yeah, I managed to get past them barely. Whoa, you're so cool. You're like on a real adventure. Wait, what color is your blood? What kind of question is that? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be disrespectful. I just wanted to be sure I knew before I made a mess of things. Okay, it's red? Really? Me too! Awesome, we could even be friends. This is so cool. Hey, maybe I could even help you. So does Zephyros have the same color as Aradia? It's like rust blood? Or is he a mutant? I don't know. I suppose I will find out, so I'm not going to... Don't tell me. The Tetrash Lussus knows me. Hell, he'll calm down if I can get over there. By Lussus, you mean the deer cat monster? Yes. That's wonderful, thank you. Yeah, except, I don't know, I'm worried this might all be a big test. A test I don't follow, sorry. Boy, it is frustrating. It's getting kind of frustrating having to say that over and over. The Tetrarch is always testing me. If this is the final exam of secrecy stuff and I blow, he's going to be really disappointed. Oh, I know. If you can prove you're an alien, I'll come over and help you out. Do you want me to say more alien things? No, I mean, I have no way to verify that those are true or not. Oh, send me a picture of you. I don't have any photos with me, and anyway, how could I get it to you? I'm trapped in here by that monster. Aren't you using the Tetrox tablet? Take the pics. So anywhere that sounds like X, just gonna throw it in? Okay. Aren't you using the Tetrox tablet? Take the pics with that X emitted over. Pictures, transmit. Okay, that's kind of a weird ass Xerox, but I'll give it a shot. Here goes. Oh boy. This calls for a solidarity chip. Maybe another one. Trito? Ah, Rustblood, okay. You're having a difficult evening, just one of many in predictably difficult life because you are Rustblood trash. You just witnessed beams of red and green energy erupt from the hive of your best friend Tetrarch Damek right before a squadron of Imperial drones snatched up half your neighbours. So it's safe to say your revolutionary efforts are not going great. Oh, and it seems you've received a package. It's a delivery from Scythian with the item you ordered quite a long time ago. You guess it arrived during all the confusion. You open the package. Inside is the Flarp manual. This edition of Flarp is focused on spy games, intrigue, and rebellion. Tetrarch Damek modeled a lot of his underground resistance ideas after this system. You've kind of outgrown Flarp, but no returns for Rustbloods. Ah, oh, really? You shouldn't... you shouldn't draw attention to yourself right now. Weakly wobble the box later. Tetrarch Damek's hive. You hope he's in one of the parts that haven't been annihilated by massive beams of light. Outglut, a subgrub of the greater stem cluster of Thrash Thrust. Outglut is where you grew up. Tetrarch Damek says your really infrequent and reliable Omni-Scuttle coach schedule is symptomatic of an infrastructure engineered to prevent case mobility. And since you nod while he says it, he hasn't explained what that means. Let's go inside. The door to your respite block, where you sleep. You're standing on your Gander precipice. I have missed Trollian words. Oh no. He's obsessed with pool balls. White gloves, shoe polish, training silverware, everything an involuntarily aspiring butler needs. Is that... Why does it look like Dave on the cover? You've already tidied your butler training materials, even the ones you used to tidy the other ones. He's training to be a butler? Your wear grid study scroll. To be honest, only Indigos really care about what forkers wear, and they crush anything they pick up anyway. You pretty much got this memorized already. It's like a fork, fork, mega fork, micro fork, knife's fork, fool's fork, and that about covers it. You use these to practice your budding powers of telekinesis. You aren't very good yet, but you sure showed these spoons who's boss. You don't use your hands to bend spoons, you use the power of the imagination, by which you mean your weak, unreliable psychic powers. Arena stickball has always been the only time you really feel like yourself. When you're out on the velvet, your brawler defending you against the opposing prowlers and zappers, and yes, thinking about it too much makes you a little sad now. Looking at the dozer always helps you get to sleep, and looking at the snow globe always makes you nervous. You know it's not a real one, but still. I almost ripped this out again. So, the dozer is probably ball 2. And the snowball is probably ball 8. You'll never forget the season your arena stickball team took out 3rd place in the Outglut Grub League. But just in case you do, this featureless white orb is here to remind you. Ooh, Trolley and I. That's really cool. You're reminded of the weak Tetrarch Denmark made you sleep on the floor as a training exercise. It was hard at first, maybe he could have told you it was on a training exercise before instead of just saying sleep on the floor and tell you otherwise, but it really toughened you up. You can sleep anywhere now. The Tetrarch is always making sure you're prepared for anything. I should stop reading so quickly. That's fun. This is roughly around when you might normally be going to sleep, but the current circumstances, i.e. your imminent death and if you don't escape, are not conducive to sleep. They are conducive to dying, though. Every lowblood who ever picked up a mic dreams of competing on Slam or Get Cult. The winner leaves their unhappy life behind for fame, fortune, and the love of millions. The losers leave their unhappy lives behind for a relatively certain death. It's your tablet. You use it for pretty much everything. Your autotune mic is plugged into it. So here's the autotuner. The grubbles, if you buck, we won't trouble to resist throwing fists while you sift through the rubble. It's sort of hard to spit your quasi-revolutionary rhymes with any real fire while dressed in your Butler uniforms, though. Demek says you're subversively transforming the rags of your oppression into the fatigues of the revolutionary through your jams. I'm kind of worried your performances will be drowned out by sarcastic orders to polish the silver. Ah, that's interesting. It's your tablet. You use it for pretty much all your computing needs. Perfect device for a kid on the go, except you spend most of your time at home. It usually just stays right here in your room. Unfortunately, a kid on the go is probably exactly what you are right now. You really should grab it. Besides, your mic is plugged into it, and you're sure not leaving that behind. You gather both tablet and mic with one practiced motion. They're attached, so the motion probably didn't require as much practice as you think. You then proceed to have this conversation again from the other side. It's all news to Zephyros, but it'd be a little dull to read the whole thing over again. Let's just pick up where we left off. Do you want me to say more alien things? No. Oh boy. Oh yeah, you're definitely an alien. Or you have some strange collection of grotesque and physical and mental diseases. Either way, you need my help. Okay, that much is definitely true. I'm pretty sure I heard of the monster scratching at the door. He's probably hungry. Anyway, man, if you're an alien, we gotta get you out of here. The Heiress hates aliens. The what? The Heiress. Oh, well, she's awful and controls everything, basically. I mean, I doubt she's ever met one. But to hear her talk, she hates aliens as much as she hates lowbloods, which I guess you also are. You're practically a member of the Resistance already. I'm not sure whether to be really confused or really concerned about you. Do you need help? One time when things got really bad with my brother, my babysitter took him to the doctor and it seemed to help. Oh man, I get to ask questions from this side. Oh boy. Hi, boys. What's a brother? Wow, you are so lucky. I really don't know. Okay, I'm definitely concerned. Being concerned is what friends do for each other. I've never heard anyone but Tetrarch Damek be concerned about me before. Oh jeez. I bet the other Tetrarchs will be extremely excited to hear there's an alien helping us now. Sure. But I'm sort of pretty focused on not being killed by the monster in the room at the moment. That's kind of my main deal right now. I don't really have time for anything else. Right, yeah, of course. The birds were quite nice. I'll help you. And the Tetrarch too, because, well, I think, okay, I hope this is also helping him somehow. Which reminds me, we really shouldn't be talking like this. Like what? Tetrarch Denmark says we have to assume our communications are being monitored, and this is exactly the kind of conversation I shouldn't be having. Oh man, I better hurry up and get over there. On my way now. Please don't message me anymore. It's dangerous. BRB. In person, I mean. The Espia Crooner class is extremely difficult at the lower levels, and well at all levels really. It's a stealth and singing class, not a particularly harmonious pairing. Oh hey, it's your arena stickball gear. You play Pusher. It brings back fond memories of your seasons playing in the Outgrub League. Oh jeez. You're trying out for the Thrash Thrust Junior League soon, but you're a little rusty. If you blow it, you could get culled. Between band practice with Tetrarch Damek, Revolution lectures from Tetrarch Damek, and butling practice, you mostly serve Tetrarch Damek. You haven't really had the time you need to practice. Speaking of, there's your brand new Butler uniform. It brings back less than fond memories of when you ordered it sweeps ago. Delivery to Rustbloods like you is so slow. And hey, there's your Smash suit from when the Tetrarch helped you practice cool action Ruby stunts. I like that he has other costumes, like... and then he's got a couple of extra shirts. Your memory from that time is a little hazy, actually. You play Pusher, of course. Burgundies are ideally suited to this position because of their telekinetic powers and their ability to commune with dead players. Also, Pusher is the most dangerous position, and no one really cares if Rustbloods get killed. It's really cool. It's like baseball crossed with pool, because everything's influenced by pool in this world, clearly. I think I got everything. Oh, now I have to check things with the mic, don't I? And now's probably not the time to get dressed for a performance, which is to say you don't really feel like putting on your Butler uniform. If you get it near the soap or slime, it might get ruined. You're still working on your set list. Maybe you'd actually have a better shot at getting on the show if you didn't use the mic Tetrarch Damak made. You couldn't do that to him though. Like, he would physically prevent you from doing that. He can be pretty forceful. Alright, I'm done comparing items. Oh man. Those little squeaks. I bet you Marcy had a hand in those little squeaks. I can switch back to Jude. It's just your faithful old scour Dre. Whoops. Which you haven't been bothered draining recently. Inside of it, resin fluid and floor filth coalesce to make a repugnant grey sludge. Oh, it's the slothlusses. You kind of wish you could live somewhere with more trees, and maybe then he'd be less asleep always. Like most things in your life though, you didn't really have much say in the matter. You still can't believe they got a shot of you exact moment you clobbered the clover. What a lucky break. That's really cool. Tetrarch Damak had you act out scenes from some of your favourite action movies, which just so happened to be his favourite action movies too. You're lucky to have a Moirail who really pushes you. Oh, so they're Moirails. This is from the 12th Parage's Eve when Damak gave you the auto-tune mic he made. Aww. Oh wait, there was another thing there. This was his way of letting you know that he'd started a band and that you were the singer, and that also your voice could use a little help. In contrast to Tetrarch Damak's percussive machismo, your stage persona is more skittish, as if you're vaguely terrified of the implications of your own pseudo-revolutionary rhymes. Which is not far off the mark, as one of the implications could be your execution. You guys have a lot of fun in the studio, as evidenced by this candid selfie Tetrarch Damak told you to take. Candid selfie. This was a great night. Damak insisted you have half the flavor disc. Your Colossus took this picture, a delightful trick he has never repeated. Look at you, so carefree, you wish you were gearing up to play right now. You were so excited to show him that branch. He ate all the leaves in one very slow bite, and you were left with a pretty decent hive-made Cubat. The first Cubat you ever had, actually. They're called Cubats, of course they are. I really like this. Your smear spinner has gotten a lot of use lately. Why, just look at that even glisten of mucus on the floor. Beautiful. You could almost take pride in it. Or to your rumpus room. Oh my god. Nothing like a little recessed tabletop arena stickball with your best bud. Too bad he's not around right now. Maybe later. It's not very fun by yourself. It's not very much like arena stickball either. You've taken some pretty good thumps to the Nugbone in your day. The pusher is the only player allowed to score, so they're prime targets for the opposing defense. The helmet's so worn out it's basically worthless, except for its sentimental value, which is still pretty low. Your Zoltan Matos Bobble Mug figurine is the jewel of your collection. Oh my god, there's like a pop Bobble Nugs. It's your sports vault, just a huge heavy vault themed with sports, arena stickball specifically and obviously. It's the only place in the highs you can store food for your Lussus. He's so strong he could easily break into any other hiding place. It has a special telekinesis-based interface. It tends to wear you out a little, and the combination's pretty hard to remember. You can't open the sports vault with your hands. Try thinking before you act. Oh. Hey, thanks for following, Kingy. Have a fun nap loading. I'm glad you enjoyed. I gotta think. Oh my god. I don't know what that says. That's a rough one. It can be really hard to remember the path when you're already concentrating on your shaky telekinesis. It helps if you have some kind of guide on hand. You got just the thing, but you don't think it's in this room. Paused right at the height of exciting sport. They release a new Arena Stickball game grub like 6 times a sweep, and every time you buy it like a sucker, an extra prize when nothing's different. It's like, what are they gonna do? Change the rules? There's another graphical error. I did quite enjoy that cutscene. Zoltan Matsos was the greatest pusher the Snow Globes ever had. No Prowler could catch him, no Zapper could blast him, and no matter what Lusus the Wrangler said on him, Matsos would shake him off. That all ended the night the Harris of that era attended the game, and the opposing controller made Matsos thrust his bone nook at her. Oh, she had him culled right there on the velvet. This wasn't the current Harris, of course. This was a long time ago, before you were hatched. It's your Cubat, your most prized possession of Arena Stickball equipment. Better bring this with you. You try to pull the Cubat free, but it seems you wedged in there a little too tight. You'll need to find something to help you pry it loose. No doubt about it, packing one of these bad boys would increase your blunt force offensive rating by a whole 15 points. Don't think there was something in here about how to get it loose. The Crest of Alternian Pro Arena Stickball League, with all 15 balls. 15. In a real game of Arena Stickball, these are all different sizes and each has its own distinct powers. Your splay sack, a chair bag filled with soap or slime. Proximity to the slime helps you relax without actually making you fall asleep. You're like you're a recuperacoon. I do enjoy Trollian language. Some trolls actually eat soap or slime, which helps them be really stupid. It's chill. Sometimes when you're tired, you just kind of chill out here in your splay sack for a few hours instead of going to sleep in your recuperacoon. Sometimes when you do that, you think about your life and the decisions you've made and how much of a choice you really ever had about a lot of things. You try not to dwell on stuff like that, though. Okay, let's have a look here. So we're gonna go downstairs, try and find some stuff. You think you should find something to protect yourself before descending into the violent unknown of your own home. Okay. He was always giving you leaves to eat. You would munch on them for his benefit, mostly. Come to think of it though, you have always been pretty strong. Could those bitter leaves you gnawed on as a wiggler have something to do with that? When you were just a little wiggler, curling up with your losses made you feel safe when the world seemed scary, which was often. Geez, come to think of it, the two of you haven't played on the tree in a long time. Maybe that's why he's been so lazy? Well, it looks like the two of you will be both getting some exercise in the immediate future. Okay, so I need to find something to pry that open. Cleaning supplies, the noble instruments of your future career, you guess. Kind of depresses you to keep them any way you like to have fun. So you just kind of dump them at the end of the hallway. Maybe if your hallway is really clean, the drones will stop trying to burn your neighborhood down and kill you. Ah, there's that rust blood moxie. The door to your Lusus shed, where your Lusus sleeps, in theory. In practice, though, he sleeps wherever the hell he wants. Sometimes in a branch, sometimes in less convenient places. Can I not go in? Okay. Okay, I think I have to go back to my... Am I missing something here? You can't quite lift a cube out with your telekinesis. The best pushers can, but you're not one of them. Oh, that's adorable. You drop some rebellious anti-establishment rhymes about vaults in your losses and some other half-formed concepts about the caste system. It's pretty solid, but the vaults is having none of it. must be missing something. Sometimes he can move it with his puny telekinesis. Oh, actually, maybe that's what I need to do here. The last time you attempted to pull this stunt, you accidentally tipped the bucket and spilled Scaldray Resin fluid all over the place. Your skills haven't improved much since then, so you better move along before you make another mess. Picking this lock is way above your challenge rating. You should probably put your mind to figuring out another way to open it. It's absolutely permitted for you to use your real-life telekinesis in a flop session. Of course, yours is so pitifully weak, it's not like it was going to be an unfair advantage any way you sliced it. The Thrash Thrust Snow Globes are the best team to ever play the Sport of Lords. Sport of Lords! And that is simply all there is to say on the matter. Playing for them is your dream. Was, you guess. I feel like I'm missing something. Only chumps play video games when they have obligations they should be tending to. Oh my god, this game is calling me out. I don't know, I feel pretty stuck here, and I think I've made quite a bit of progress. So what I might do is hold it off here and come back to this later on. But I've had a lot of fun playing this. It's been really enjoyable, the music is great. There are many first rooms that, like, I can't go back out to the very first room. Like, I can't go back out to the Gander Precipice. There's a lovely little... I feel like I clicked everything in here. I clicked the spoon. I tried bending them. Oh, right. Yes, that's right. Practice makes almost adequate. That's the Burgundy way. Your mind flexes with the pulsing might of your phenomenal telekinetic powers, and you bend a tiny little silver spoon without using your little gobbly fingers. Big tough guy. Better bring this along, just in case you run into any bent soup. It's my bad. Alright, anyway, so I am going to have to cut it off there here anyway. But remember that you can join... I have a Discord. Oh, absolutely. It's definitely been worth the wait. And follow me on Twitter. Okay, so follow me on Twitter or join my Discord. I will post when I next play Hiveswap. One of those places. Yeah, it's been really fun. So yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.